Hello students, now we are going to learn the criteria for similarity of triangles. As we have learned in standard 9 the criteria for congruency. You all know there are 5 criteria for the congruency, that is SSS, SAS, ASA, SAA and RHS. Similarly, let's try to find out the criteria for similarity of triangles. So let's first understand the definition for similarity. We all know that two triangles are said to be similar. So I have just taken triangle ABC similar to triangle XYZ. When we will say similar? When first condition corresponding sides are in proportion. That means corresponding sides are proportion. As we have already learned, the correspondence is very important. So first two letters, that is AB upon XY, should be equal to BC upon YZ and should be equal to AC upon XZ. Similarly, corresponding angles, that is A is corresponding to X. So angle A should be equal to X, angle B should be equal to Y and angle C should be equal to Z. So this way we find that there are three pairs of corresponding sides, that is in proportion, and three pairs of corresponding angle. So total there are 6 conditions. So for criteria, out of the 6 condition, we know that if it is satisfied, then we say that triangles are similar. So out of 6, even if 3 conditions are satisfied, so then also we can tell that the two triangles are similar. So let's understand the 3 condition. So if this 3 conditions is satisfied, then the remaining 3 condition. So out of 6 condition, if 3 conditions are satisfied, then the remaining condition we can say that is also satisfied, and we say them to be corresponding. That means they are the corresponding parts of similar triangles. If it is sides, then we can say corresponding sides of similar triangle. If they are angles, then we can say corresponding angle of similar triangles. So let's see the first condition which I have written. If in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, means suppose you have two triangles, students. Once here, suppose we have two triangles, and this triangle, let me name this as A, B, C, and I name this triangle as P, Q, R, and this is suppose 40 degree, and this is 40, and we have this is 30, for example. Here this is 30. So we have 40, 30 degree here I have drawn. Okay, so by we can say this is 70. So okay, I'll just take this measurement more. Raise here. So suppose for example I take this as 60 degree and here 60, because it doesn't loosen up to angle, right? So here this will be 80 here. So if in two triangles, corresponding angles are equal, okay, so here you all know it is 80, here also we know it is 80. But angle sum property, if you know two angles, automatically we know the third angle. So if the corresponding angles are equal, okay, so yes, you should do practically NC rather than theorem. I'm not going to discuss the theorem, only the criteria. So if in a paper you just make two triangles, don't consider the length, only the two triangles, such a way that this is 40, 60 and 80, 40, 60 and 80. Any triangle of measure which will satisfy that angle sum property, you all know that. So draw two triangles, okay, of the same angles, all the corresponding angles should be equal. And then if you measure the sides, if you measure the corresponding sides, you will find that the corresponding sides are in proportion, means the ratios are equal. So that is what is said, that if two triangles corresponding angles are equal, if the corresponding angles are equal, then students we can say that the corresponding sides, their sides are in the same ratio, hence the two triangles are similar. So when you do it practically, that time it will really fit in your mind and you will never forget. So here it is said that if the corresponding angles are equal, and if you take the ratio, now we know that A is corresponding to P, okay, and B is corresponding to Q, and C correspond to R. So if I take this correspondence, students, and if I take the ratio of AB upon PQ and BC upon QR and AC upon PR, you will find that the corresponding ratio, that is the sides are equal. They are equal. here we can say that is it necessary that all the three side angles should be equal to the all three angles? So if you say if three angles of one triangle is equal to the corresponding three angles of the other triangle, is it necessary? I hope you must have understood that not necessary, because even if two angles are equal, it is understood that the third angle will be equal. So here we can frame that if two angles of one triangle is equal to, so even if two angles of one triangle is equal to the two angles of the other triangle, if it is equal, correspondingly equal to the two angles of the other triangle, then we can say that the two triangles are similar. These two triangles are similar by AA test of similarity. We can say AAA, but the short is by AA test of similarity, that is similarity criterion, or we can say AA, we don't use the word test mostly here, so AA similarity criterion. So I hope you have understood this particular important criterion. Okay, so the second criteria, so first criteria we have learned this AA test of the similarity criterion. Second criteria we say is that if in two triangles, first criteria was purely dealing with the angles of the triangle. So if any two angles of the triangle is equal to the corresponding angles of other triangle, then we say that the two triangles are similar and the corresponding sides will automatically be proportional. Similarly, if in two triangles, the sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other triangle, then the corresponding angles are equal, and hence the two triangles are similar by, first understand the diagram. So here I have taken one triangle. I'll take one bigger triangle here. So here let me name as triangle ABC, and suppose I take triangle XYZ, students. So here it is given the sides of the triangle are proportional. That means all the three sides of one triangle are proportional to the other triangle. So for example, if I take this as 3 centimeters, students, this is 6, this is 4. I have just taken very simple example. Here 8, and here suppose here I have taken 5, and this is 10 centimeter. So here you find that the three sides of the one triangle are proportional to the other, because 3 upon 6 will give you half, 4 upon 8 will give you half, 5 upon 10 will give you half. So here we can find that each sides of the three, that means all the three sides of one triangle are proportional to all the three sides of other triangle. Then we can say similar. Then what about the other condition? If you measure this angle B and angle Y, and if you measure the angle A and angle X, okay, and angle C and angle Z, you will find the corresponding angles are also equal. So out of the 6 condition, if this 3 condition, like the first one AA, and here we have the triangles will be similar by SSS. Very easy to remember. If all the 3 sides of one triangle are proportional to all the 3 sides of the triangle, then you will find that the corresponding angles are also equal, and the two triangles are similar by SSS. The last criteria for similarity, what you are going to learn, let's understand that is, if in one angle of a triangle is equal to the one angle of the other triangle. So one angle of one triangle is equal to the one angle of the other triangle, and the sides including this angle which is equal, the sides which is including that angle, if they are proportional, then the two triangles are similar. Let's draw the diagram. So suppose if I have triangle here, triangle ABC, student, and here we have triangle PQR, suppose I take. So if one angle of a triangle, let's consider this triangle. So one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle, and this angle is been included by which sides? AB. Now angle A is included by the side AB and AC. Angle P is included by the side PQ and PR. So these sides, if they are proportional, then also we can say the triangles are similar. So for example, if I say this is 2 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter, and suppose this is 4 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter if I take. So I took 2 upon 4, that is half, 4 upon 8. So if the two sides are proportional, means AB upon PQ equals to half and we find that AC upon PR is also equal to half, and we find that angle A is equal to angle P. So two sides are proportion and the included angle is also equal. Then the two triangles are similar by, so here we can see S. So here we can see two sides. So SAS. So they are similar by, the triangles are similar by SAS. As you have learned in congruency, here only thing that you remember, the sides are proportional, students. So here you can find that here, suppose for example, here 2 and 4, suppose we have angle B. Can I say SAS? No, because this angle is including, angle B is including AB and BC. So you have to be very careful that this angle is being included by these two sides, and these two sides correspondingly they are proportional. Therefore the triangles are similar by SAS criterion. Now if this is there, what about the remaining parts? So here we can say the third part, that is if I measure BC upon QR, you will find that ratio also will be half, and angle B also will be equal to angle Q, angle C also will be equal to R, because they are also the parts of, corresponding parts of similar triangles. So if I say angle B equal to angle Q or angle C equal to angle R, they are corresponding angles of similar triangle. So as a quick recap, we have learned similarity of right angle, that is of not right angle, similarity of triangles. When you have learned, we have learned three criterion. The first criterion is, students, that is either we can say AA criterion, or simply if I take 2A, then also it is correct. The second criterion for the similarity is very simple, like AA, all the three sides, so SSS. And the third criterion for similarity is two sides are proportion and the included angle, that is SAS. In congruency we had 5 criterion, but similarity there are only 3 criterion. Using this criterion, in the further we'll solve problems and prove. So I hope you have understood, students. Thank you.